Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing well? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Woke up with a pulse, put my feet on the floor. Some days that's all you get. Go with it. Just go with it. This video, I found, the video I'm doing now, I found a lady on YouTube, and her name is Park Rose Permaculture. And it's like at Park Rose Permaculture on YouTube. Go look her up. She's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. And she played a recording on her station, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about Christy the Goat Killer, who asked Pete Hegseth to give his soldiers permission to arrest people. But now they're only allowed to apprehend and detain until officers get there. I don't know how they're going to detain people that don't want to stay there. Should be interesting. If they don't have arrest powers, what are the kids going to... I don't know. We'll get into that when I'm what I'm talking about next. But her spokesman come out and said that they have since rescinded that. So they do not have arrest powers. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. I listened to a thing from the INTERCEPT. It's a newsletter that I get. And Sarah Haghdoosti is the executive director of Win Without War. And this is what she said: conjuring up fantasies of a lawless city that requires military intervention over the objection of local officials is the oldest trick in the authoritarian playbook. No one should fall for it. So there's that. So now let's get to saying hi to everybody, newcomers, welcome, hangers on. Love you all so much, and I appreciate you. I really do. So cheers, everybody. And because I don't know how to edit stuff, I had to write out that whole conversation. Stop, start, stop, start. Yeah. Rewind, stop, start. One day I might get technical. I doubt it, but there's always a chance. Okay, so this is, it was just a voice. I don't know if it was AI generated or not, but it's the words. It's the words. And the title of it is, to military personnel deployed to Los Angeles, remember you swore an oath to the Constitution. You did not swear an oath to a man or a party. If you were deployed to California under any directive tied to a self-declared national emergency, which is exactly what Trump did, you need to read your Uniform Code of Military Justice. You swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. In my opinion, this includes a 34 times felon and pervert or any commanders up the chain that orders you to follow an unlawful command. Back to the story. Orders are only lawful if they align with the Constitution, federal law, and the lawful chain of command. Deploying troops without consent of the state, especially under a hostile executive agenda. Trump hates Newsom. We all know that. He hates Newsom for obvious reasons. He's younger, better looking, and people like him. And he's smart. He's smart. He doesn't like Mayor Bass because she's a black woman in power. And California's a blue state. He has tried to undermine every lawmaker in that state, both Republicans and Democrats. And he has threatened to cut off funding if Governor Newsom doesn't kowtow to him. So this is what creates a hostile environment. It continues. This is not national defense. It's federal aggression. I agree. Totally. If you are ordered to turn your weapons or your silence against American citizens in any capacity that violates the constitutional boundaries, that is an unlawful order. Under Article 92 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, your legal and lawful duties to refuse it, not hesitate, not to defer, not to wait and see. Refuse. Period. Military personnel have a moral and legal obligation to resist orders that violate law or cause harm. I personally think, after watching the Mango Moose Knuckle give that speech in front of a bunch of soldiers in their parade dress uniforms at Fort Bragg, and I watched them boo for their former commander-in-chief while sitting there in uniform, they booed President Biden every time the Mango Moose Knuckle brought his name up, and they would clap and laugh when the Mango Moose Knuckle was boosting his own ego and lying to them. And that told me that some of those 4,000 National Guardsmen and women and the 700 United States Marine Corps soldiers on active duty deployment, under orders of the Secretary of Defense, will do what Pig Hegseth wants them to do. And I am hoping that that does not include the Secretaries of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. But not all of them. Some will fall in line and do and perform whatever orders they receive. If you follow an illegal command issued by an authoritarian regime, especially one that came to power through insurrection, election denial, and violent coercion, you become part of the very domestic enemy your host warned you about. You will not be able to hide behind, "I was just following orders." That didn't work in Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. Well, it kind of did, because a couple of the murders there, Trump pardoned them. So there's that. There's folks in prison right now. And I imagine not following rules of engagement would be another reason. But that excuse has never aged well. This isn't about volunteers. This is about the Constitution, state sovereignty, and the rule of law. This is about the attempted militarization of dissent, the weaponization of federal power to crush civilian autonomy. This is the moment the line is drawn. If your command accepts these orders, they are collaborating with seditionists. If you obey them blindly, you are no longer defending your country, you are occupying it. To all who still have honor in uniform, and these are the exact words, stand the fuck down. Refuse an unlawful activation and demand congressional intervention. Uphold your oath before your complicity writes your legacy. History is watching, and this time there will be no excuse. Now, I've mentioned a few times the movie Civil War that came out in April 2024, last year there. It's about a dystopian future America where the president deployed the military to California and Texas. Guess what? The military are in California, and Governor Greg Abbott just deployed Texas National Guard to multiple locations across the state to ensure peace and order. There's nothing going on in Texas right now. There's no rallies scheduled until Saturday, but there is very little disturbance going on in Texas right now. This, in my opinion, because Trump said in the Oval Office at the Resolute desk that people are dying in the LA riots, and there would be many more deaths, and Los Angeles would have burnt to the ground if he hadn't sent in the military. You and I know that's horseshit. So heads up, stay woke, stay peaceful, and don't engage with the police, the military, or the ICE thugs, or maybe they're the new Proud Boys, I don't know. But do not engage with them. And if you see people engaging with them and throwing things, either try and get them away from there, but best course, turn around and walk away. Do not engage with these people. Peace is always the best way to go. So anyway, I'm sorry this was such a downer, but I'll come back with another one. It's still garbage day, you know. Anyway, 99 loves you. Be good, be safe, and please take care of you first. These are words I heard. These are not my opinions. but I see a lot of truth in them. Anyway, you take care of you first. Love me, like me, subscribe to my channel, and share, share, share. Take care of you. Mwah. Hangers on, newcomers.